Okay, so these days, we had so many phones launched between 25,000 to 30,000. And the deal is, in 2022, if you want to buy a value for money phone, the price range is now 25 to 30,000. Last year, it was somewhere around 20,000. Sad, but true. Now, we'll also talk about phones to avoid. It's kind of new that we are experimenting, so watch it till the end. Let us know if it's helpful. And of course, we'll be putting these smartphones in tiers so you have better quality. So we have good for the best phone. Very solid means good in most of the things, but average in one. Did the job means just good in one and average in other aspects. And you know it, I know it, for just don't buy those phones. So straight up first we have iQOO Neo 6. Now I have been using the iQOO Neo 6 as my primary device for some time. So we couldn't review it, but I'll try to add some practical usage here because you can always read specs on Amazon, right? Talking about Amazon, iQOO Neo 6 costs 29,999 on Amazon. If you have ICICI credit card, you can get straight up 3,000 discount. And there's also an extra 3,000 off on exchange. So if you use it, the price comes down a lot. Now straight up, it's a gaming phone and Snapdragon 870 performs really well on the phone. Like I have been playing BGMI on it at maximum settings, HDR on extreme frame rates, and I had a really good experience. And I've also played games for a long time, and usually Snapdragon 870 stays cool and the phone is also cool, but there's also a 36,907mm square cascade cooling system. Also, I've seen the touch response in games is a bit better because you get 1200 instant touch sampling rate. Note that this instant touch sampling rate is only while you play games. And even in day-to-day tasks, like see here, opening the camera app, and I'll just take burst photos. See, 20 photos, just like that. So performance is top notch. Now the second thing is the camera. Like I took a lot of photos of myself from the 64 megapixel main sensor. The skin tone is quite close to real life photos, which iQOO isn't known for. Even the colors contrast are very close to real life. That's a good improvement. I even like the selfie camera. The only thing is the ultra wide angle is now 8 megapixels. So in low light, indoors, the photos are a bit soft. And it also has OIS. Now number 3, surprisingly, it has a really good battery life. It easily lasts 2 days, even on medium usage. On heavy usage, it goes like 1.5 days. I've been getting 4 to 5 hours of screen on time with still 40 to 50% remaining by the end of the day. Also, iQOO Neo 6 has 80 watt fast charging, so it can go 100% in about 32 minutes. And another thing is display. iQOO Neo 6 has a 6.62 inch E4 AMOLED display. Now, one good benefit of E4 AMOLED display is you get anti-flickering mode for low light. Now, there are cons and actually very few, and it would be like almost nitpicking. Number 1, FunTouch OS 12. It works really well on this phone, but FunTouch OS 12 can be more optimized and polished in terms of gestures. Rest, everything is real smooth. Also, you get a bit of bloatware, which can be easily uninstalled. You know what? Let's just put the iQOO Neo 6 in the GOAT tier because just like iQOO 7 from the last year, I think this is going to be a most recommended phone under 30,000 this year. Now, iQOO Neo 6 is a big phone. I would say if you want something more compact or lightweight, Moto S30 is available at 27,999. And one of the biggest pros of the phone is the build quality. I mean, it is the slimmest, lightest phone in this price range. It weighs 155 grams. And even with the cover, if you see here, the weight is 175 grams. And most of the phones in this range weigh in like 195 grams. So that is lightweight. Also, it's a lightweight phone, but you get a big 6.55 inch display. It's a 144Hz 10-bit POLED display. Also, you have a very loud stereo speaker. Now, Moto S30 is the first phone in India to come with Snapdragon 8 778G Plus. Now, Snapdragon 778G Plus for this price is a good chip. It's just below Snapdragon 870, but for day-to-day tasks, even casual gaming, it's a fast, snappy phone. Now, there are a few cons, like the first one is a bit nitpicking. It has a PMMA plastic back. It doesn't feel like, but in simple words, it is a plastic bag. Also, I did a full review of the phone where I used the phone as a daily driver and I felt that camera could be more consistent. Sometimes, like most of the times, it takes good photos, but sometimes the photos have a reddish tint or just turn out average. Number 3 is battery life. Moto S30 has a 4020 mAh battery, so if you're a very heavy user, you'll have to charge the phone twice. Rest, you can see for medium usage, the phone easily lasts one whole day with 5 to 6 hours of screen on time. Do check the review for more clarity. Overall, again, I'll keep Moto Edge 30 in like very solid tier. Apart from the camera, I feel everything is very solid. Now, one phone from last year that is very popular in 2022 is Samsung A52s. So Samsung A52s launched for 35,999, but currently it is selling, see, for 29,000. And here's the funny part. See, if you go on Amazon, the price says 32,499. But here's a trick. You have to go to Amazon and switch to without offer. And now you will see the 6GB version is available. And if you click on it, now the price is 29,000. These days it's very hard to figure out offers and deals, and one way for that is to subscribe to TechWiser. We always come up with a smartphone list, so make sure you don't miss on that. Now, display camera is already good on the A52s, but I'll give you 3 solid reasons to buy the Samsung A52s. Number 1 is software updates. Now, usually phones in this price range offer 2 years of Android updates and 3 years of security update. But Samsung A52s offers 3 years of Android updates and 4 years of security update. And at this moment, it is one of the best in terms of software and updates. Number 2, call recording. Samsung is one of the few phones to have call recording. I mean, call recording without announcement. So if call recording is very important to you, Samsung phones are the option. And number 3, quite a big reason actually, Samsung A52s has a headphone jack. Very, or in fact no phone in this price range has a headphone jack. Also, A52s has IP67 water resistant, so you can actually dip it in water. Now of course it has OIS, really good 120Hz Super AMOLED display, that all is there. I'll keep A52s in very solid tier because in 2022, because of a price cut, the phone is a good buy at 30,000. Now at number 4, we have Poco F4 5G. Now Poco F4 5G was recently launched and you have a couple of offers on it, like the initial price is 27,999, but if you can get the 3,000 SBI discount and an extra 1,000 prepaid discount, the price comes down to 23,999. Now at that price, number 1 Pro is no doubt the performance. You get Snapdragon 870 and all top of the line LPDDR5 RAM and UFS 3.1 storage. We did an unboxing here, you can check that out for more details. But we gamed a bit on it and the gameplay in BGMI in HDR maximum settings was really good. Now same, Poco F4 has an E4 AMOLED display, so it's really a good display. Plus you get dual stereo speakers which are loud. And number 3, it's quite unique. Now Poco F4 5G is the only phone in this segment or maybe in India to offer a 2-year warranty. Now there were some warranty and after service concerns with Poco, so I believe the new management and the new policies in Poco is working towards this thing, but we'll see how it goes with time. Now, the only thing that could have been better in Poco F4 5G is the camera. I found the selfie camera could be a bit better. I would put Poco F4 in the very solid tier. The camera is something, but rest of the phone with the initial discounted price is really solid deal. Now with that, let's talk about the phones to avoid. First up, I will put Nord 2 in the you know it, I know it tier. Now listen carefully. It is a really good phone, but OnePlus Nord 2T is just gonna be announced and it's almost the same phone as Nord 2 but a bit upgraded and latest. So it makes sense to now wait for Nord 2T instead of buying Nord 2. Next up, Realme GT Neo 2. Now it's again in you know it, I know it tier. It's a really good phone and a lot of Team TechWiser has bought it, but Realme GT Neo 3T is launching with the same Snapdragon 870 and more or less better specs. So it makes more sense to wait for Realme GT Neo 3T unless you're getting Realme GT Neo 2 on a huge discount like around 20,000. Now that was the list. Overall, I would recommend iQOO 96 to most of the performance people, Moto Edge 30 as an ad-free casual experience good phone, and Samsung A52s if you want a headphone jack. It's a big reason, trust me. Now we are thinking of doing a best under 10K series, some practical review, TechWiser style, phones for your parents, kids or nephews. Let us know what do you think about that. On that note, this is Pradeep signing off. See you pretty soon. Pew pew.